keep the music playing.
It is Terrific Tuesday. Woo, woo, woo. Where's our woo, woo, woo sound? All right. It is Tuesday. It's talking college sports, college football, all kinds of college this, college that. We may even do a pickle shot in honor of college. I don't even know if the kids even do that anymore. But thank you. We're live at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, and we're going to kick it off the way we do every morning. Let's find out what happened overnight with news and weather from our friends over at KWTX News Channel 10.
Today's news and weather is brought to you by the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. The Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill features a full restaurant and bar, a huge outdoor concert stage, a giant outdoor TV screen, fire pits, a roof deck, washer pits, cornhole pits, inside and outside seating, and much more. Located at 511 8th Street, Waco, Texas, 76706. Check out upcoming shows at backyardwaco.com.
From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez. There have been at least 628 animals euthanized at the Bell County Animal Shelter since January. Now, the Commissioner's Court could step in to slow those numbers. It has added a new position, outreach coordinator, to the 2026 fiscal year budget. That person would increase the amount of adoptions and lower the number of animals being put down. According to Commissioner Louis Minor, who has been advocating for changes at the shelter, it is a small step in the right direction. And let's spin this week's Wheel of Justice, your chance to help police and maybe get a cash reward. Waco police are looking for John Young Glenn. He is 25 years old, 6 feet tall, and weighs around 300 pounds. He's wanted for assault and evading or failing to comply with the sex offender registration. If you know where he is or have any information, you're asked to call the Waco Crime Stoppers. Remember, you could get a cash reward. From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez.
Central Texas's weather is about to get a little bit weird for the last couple of days of meteorological summer. Once we close out the month of August, we're going to be closing it out with high temperatures in the 80s for a good chunk of Labor Day weekend. Today, cold front number 1 arrives with morning temperatures in the low to mid 70s, warming into the low to mid 90s late day. That late afternoon front arrival will give us a 10% chance of a stray shower, mainly east of the I-35 corridor. And yes, there will be a temperature drop tomorrow. Not a huge one, but one is better than none. Temperatures in the low to mid 90s expected for high temperatures, but mostly lower 90s on Wednesday. From KWTX, I'm First Alert meteorologist Sean Bellafury.
Zany world of ours, it's always great that every morning you can jump out of bed and you can turn on YouTube TV and catch our national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance. We kick off the show every morning the same way. Let's do it.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes had bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen.
Amen.
I think I still have that leisure suit at home, that powder blue one that Cousin Eddie has on there.
Amen.
Why, we ought to save that, play that closer to Christmas time.
Well, I can recycle it. Yeah.
Today, we're talking college. We're talking college everything. Athletic director Sean. Now, help me again with your. It'll take me a while, and I'll get it right. Trochum. Like.
Trochum.
That's it. I was going to say that exactly. Sean is here from MCC, and I was just amazed when I said, "Hey, Sean, how long have you been at MCC?" And you said,
I've been there 31 years.
and I go, "What?
Whoa.
31 years."
31 years. My first job, and I've been there for 31 years.
Okay, let's go back. But I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it now.
Yeah.
When you first went to MCC, you went as what job?
My first job there was the assistant women's basketball coach. But before then, I was a student athlete at MCC as well. So I started my basketball career there.
Right.
Played there for 2 years, and then went to A&M. Played there for 2 years, stayed as a student assistant, and then came back and volunteered as a women's assistant basketball coach.
That just amazes me. I love stories like that where you're a student or you start as, in business as an intern, and next thing you know, you run the company. You know what I mean? It's amazing. But 31 years, I know you've seen a lot of changes, a lot of craziness, and we're going to talk more about that a little bit later on. But first of all, I want you to look over. Can you turn your camera on there? Today, Sean, is National Dog Day. And Kevin brought his dog, one of his dogs, to work today. This is Penelope. Hi, Penelope.
This is Penelope.
You almost can't see Penelope. Penelope's a little bitty.
She's right here.
Little bitty dog there. Today, National Dog Day. In a minute, Kevin's going to show you a picture of my Yorkie that, don't let Penelope jump from up there. Anyway, today, National Dog Day. Are you a dog lover? Do you have a dog?
You know what? I'm not quite a dog lover, but I don't dislike dogs.
Do you have cats?
I do not.
You're just...
I did not grow up with animals, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I want everybody to love animals.
Yeah.
For sure.
Growing up, I can recall one particular dog, growing up. It was a French poodle. It was a big French poodle. But I really, like you, really didn't have pets growing up. And in my adult life, some ex-wives have had cats. and I've got a dog now. I've got a Yorkie that's almost 15. And I was telling Kevin that he's almost 15 and he's about 100% blind. And his hearing is about gone. He's getting way up there because 15's old.
It's
right?
very old.
It's like a...
It can be, yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting up there.
For a Yorkie,
Yeah.
anyway. All right, so we're talking, so today, National Dog Day. Enjoy that, enjoy your day. Hey, I want to know, we've already found out about your tenure at MCC, but I want to know about you, Sean. Tell us your life history. Where are you from originally?
Okay, my story is pretty simple. I grew up in Waco. Yes, I'm a hometown girl.
Wow.
I grew up here in Waco, went to Richfield before they consolidated, and I finished from Waco High, one of the second classes from the consolidated school. And so my history has always been in Waco. I knew I wanted to go to school and play basketball. My mom and dad were very integral in my life, and so I decided to stay here close to home and played at MCC for 2 years and had a great career. My mom and dad and family got an opportunity to watch me compete. And then that was also a opportunity for me to stay close to home. I had a lot of offers coming out of MCC, had a really 2 good years. And, you know, my dad was like, Sean, I can get off work at 5 o'clock and get to College Station for a 7:30 game. And so that was always important to me. And so I decided to just go down south to College Station and play down there for 2 years and finished up my degree in my 5th year.
Right.
And came back and, like I said, volunteered for MCC. They didn't have a women's assistant position back then. Exactly, yeah, they didn't. And so I volunteered for a year. And
I bet there were men assistants.
There were. There were.
But that's all changed.
It has changed.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I volunteered, and then the next year they created a position for me. And I won't say the rest is history, but I've been there for 31 years.
So there is a lot of history there. Tell us a little bit about your time at A&M. Did you enjoy that?
I did. It was a special 3 years. The people that I met down in College Station and at A&M were incredible. I played for a lady named Lynn Hickey, who was the head coach, and then she went on to be a women's administrator for A&M, and then she moved to UTSA, where she started the football team there.
Wow.
And she did a lot of really good things, and incredible mentor, and I learned a lot from her.
Right. What would you say? You just brought it up, so I'll just carry it on. What do you think is the one thing that stands out that you learned from her?
Perseverance, just to, keep going, to not, let anybody close the door on you, just to keep going, to keep pushing through, and to understand that your value and your worth is a lot. And so she taught me a lot. I wasn't one of those, straight A students. I had to work really hard to get good grades in school. And so, she just encouraged me to keep going. Going to A&M and playing at that level, being 5'5" and 115 pounds, that's pretty tough. But, she just told me never to let anybody stop me.
Did you have a nickname?
I did.
What was the nickname?
I did. My roommates nicknamed me Spud. I'm not sure where it came from, but yeah, that was my nickname in college, and it stuck for a very long time. I love it.
Anybody call you that nowadays?
Both my roommates still call me Spud. My roommate's husband calls me Spud. So yeah, it's stuck for a long time.
Okay, so that was something that you remember in your mind that she gave you and presented to you. What about your mom and dad? I know you talked about them. What can you remember when you were early in life and getting ready to go to college?
Hard work.
What do you remember?
Hard work. My mom and dad taught me the value of hard work. My dad was an industry worker. He worked at General Tire. My mom worked at M&M Mars. And so they both did shift work. And so they just taught me the value of working really hard and what it meant. But they also taught me how valuable an education was and what that was going to mean to me. And so I was the first one to go to college in my family, the first one to graduate. And so I attribute that all to them. They provided me every opportunity to chase a dream of playing basketball. And so what better way to be right here in Waco and them watching me and the success that we're having over at MCC.
And I'm kind of jumping ahead in my interview here, but I was thinking about you, what you said at your height. Did you ever catch grief throughout high school or college playing from the other team, going, oh, look at the short girl, she's no good?
Not so much in high school because I was short, but I was always faster than everybody. But that caught up to me in a hurry when I got to A&M. I was having to guard, guards that were 6'1", 6'2". So that was always a challenge. But, I mean, for every rebound I gave up, I probably scored about 4 or 5 points. That's
great. Well, I tell you what, it's great having you on the show. We're going to talk more about you and more about MCC. We got a busy show this morning, so our friend Lizzie B is going to stop by and talk about country music news. Again, Kevin, let's get a picture of Lizzie B and the dog today. National Dog Day. We love dogs. I love dogs. They're so cute. Not only do I have the Yorkie, but I've got a over 15-year-old poodle Chihuahua mix. Woo. He thinks he's king of the castle, that poodle Chihuahua. But today, National Dog Day. All right, stick around. We're going to take a commercial break, come right back, talk more with Sean from MCC.
I'm Hunter, the founder of Hello Cake, and today we're digging into ED meds. The number one thing we hear is that guys are sick of waiting for ED meds to kick in. Traditional ED meds take about an hour to kick in as they have to go through your digestive system, where Hello Cake's ED medication dissolves under your tongue and works in about 15 minutes. That's about 3 times faster than traditional ED medication. Curious about ED meds? Go to hellocake.com.
Tervis is all about staying hydrated with style and durability. You can trust Tervis tumblers to keep your drinks the perfect temperature, hot or cold, for hours. From the classic insulated tumblers to sleek stainless steel water bottles, each product is built to last and comes in endless designs to match your personality. Stay refreshed and express yourself with Tervis. Visit tervis.com today and find your perfect tumbler.
Since our founding, we've been revolutionizing hair removal with cutting-edge technology and a commitment to empowerment. The U-Like Air 3, launched in 2023, ushers in a new era of sapphire ice cooling technology, offering nearly painless hair reduction in just 3 weeks. Experience the future of hair removal today at ulike.com, because at U-Like, beauty is about looking and feeling good. That's ulike.com. U-Like. With Ease US, make studio-quality voiceovers for your videos online in over 149 languages and dialects, featuring 468 natural AI voices. Customize the volume, mood, and pauses to perfectly match your content. Plus, capture high-quality videos with no watermark. Record your screen, webcam, and voice, and save them instantly to your computer. Never been easier to create professional-grade videos and voiceovers. Try it today at easeus.com. That's EASEUS.com. Ease US.
Just use AMP-Pace.
Backyard Bar Stage and Grill downtown. We're live on a Tuesday morning. Sean Trokelm is with me from MCC. We're going to talk more about sports and I kind of fell into it yesterday, Sean. I was talking with a young lady, and she was talking about, and also Lizzie B, about a new sport at MCC. So I'm excited that you're on the show so we can talk about that here in just a bit. Today is Tuesday, August 26th. Today is Touch a Heart Tuesday. Isn't that sweet? Touch a Heart Tuesday. Women's Equality Day. Woo woo. Why is it that I go woo woo? There's
silence.
nobody else goes woo woo.
Bare minimum.
We mentioned today is National Dog Day. Today is National Cherry Popsicle Day. Are you a popsicle girl? when you were a kid? Did you?
Maybe when I was a kid.
Oh, I loved them when I was a kid. That truck would come down the street playing that music. Make your own luck day. God, I wish that I could have made. I just got back from a cruise, and the casino was not very nice to me. I wish I could go back and change that. Today is National Toilet Paper Day.
Oh, wow.
Who comes up with this crap?
I don't know.
Get it? Okay. Today, it is a lighthearted day appreciating one of life's essentials, yes, often drawing attention to supply, quality, and everyday comfort. National Toilet Paper Day. So enjoy that day. And that's the way it is, August 26th. Sean is here with me from MCC, and I'm still shocked that you have been there 31 years. When you first enrolled and showed up as a student, I know it never crossed your mind. You were thinking then and now, not the future. But when did you start saying to yourself, you know what, this is kind of the direction of my life?
I knew I always wanted to be a coach, but I always thought that I wanted to coach in the middle school. I just had so many really good middle school teachers and coaches that were able to recognize the potential that I had, and they pushed me, and I thought that I would come back and do the same thing. Yeah, and then just the opportunity just kind of come up when I came back to Waco. A guy that I had played for and who had mentored me also, Wendell Hudson, he was the coach, and I played for him, and he was like, he always called me Shawnee. He was like, come back and work for me, and I got into it, and I got the bug for college athletics, and I just decided to stay.
Well, that's good. That's just a great story. I love that story right there. All right, let's talk about MCC. And, when I drive down Lakeshore Drive, I see the baseball diamond over there. And, people will ask me about Waco, and I'll say, hey, yeah, we got Baylor University's great, but we also have MCC. A lot of history there. I don't know how many musicians that we've had on this show that went through the program at MCC. But it's a school that has a lot of history and a lot of greatness to it, a lot of people.
It does. It absolutely does. Our music and theater department is one of the best in the country, as far as a 2-year level is concerned, but also our athletics. Every program that we have over there is incredible. We sometimes call it Harvard on the Hill, but I mean, MCC is a wonderful place. Our athletes got back to campus this past weekend, and I got an opportunity to visit and talk to them. And I told them, and I'm not afraid to tell anybody, McLennan is one of the best junior college athletic programs in the country, by far. Our 7, now 8 sports compete on a national stage, not just a regional stage, but a national stage. And I'm proud to be a part of it. Our administration, our leadership team, we can't be successful without them. And so it's a really good place. And our athletes are lucky individuals.
I asked Sean right off the bat, and I didn't even get the question completely out of my mouth, but I said, Sean,
no.
And that's what she said. I'm going to try it again. Has MCC ever thought about football?
We get the question all the time. We get, and I probably get 1 or 2 emails a month about football. I mean, of course, everybody knows that football in the area is really big, and Texas high school is really big. It just hasn't been one of our interest points, so to speak. When you talk about junior college football, a lot of the community colleges started it because they were trying to get students, and they were trying to raise their student body. And just over the course of the last 20 years, it just hasn't been our focus.
And you don't need that.
Exactly. We have a lot of students. We're a unique community college. We have that commuter type feel. We don't have housing on campus, and so it just hasn't been a niche.
Right.
However,
Uh-oh. Did I hear
I won't
however?
leave the door open. I'll just say, however, I wasn't for sure when I came back and started working, and especially when I got to be the athletic director, I wasn't sure how volleyball fit into it. So, and here we are.
Don't get into that yet. We're going to save that a bit. We're going to talk about that and maybe something down the line in the future here. Sean is with us from MCC. Right now, we're going to kind of flip over and go to our personal pet, Lizzie B. That's you.
I appreciate that, I guess.
Tell us what's happening in country music news.
Well, country star Hardy has some new music on the way.
Yeah?
His new album, Country, ! Comes out September 26th, but he teased a song called Bro Country on his TikTok, which talks about an era of country that is hopefully behind us. Big X the Plug also released his highly anticipated album called I Hope You're Happy on Friday, August 21st. This Dallas native collected a handful of country stars to join him for the effort, including Jelly Roll, Darius Rucker, Luke Combs, Bailey Zimmerman, Thomas Rhett, Tucker Wetmore, Shabuzi, and Ella Langley. Finally, Post Malone has mentioned that his 3-year-old daughter is already developing a taste for country music, loving the greats like George Strait and the new artist Jelly Roll. I'm Lizzie B with your at the backyard with your Nashville news, and I will see you next time.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday on TikTok that his daughter loves George Strait. Who doesn't love George Strait? He's just a good guy, you know? Good guy. Sean, are you into music at all? Do you like music?
I like just about anything.
Yeah.
So whatever's on the radio, I'll listen to it.
Well, we've had some great musicians coming up a little bit later on. Brennan McFarlane is going to be here to entertain. But we've been so lucky to have all genres. We've had rock, we've had bluegrass, we've had Tejano, we've had rap, we've had country, and they all do such a great job. We have so many talented musicians, and like we said before, many of those have come from MCC.
Right. I mean, like I said earlier, our music and theater department is unbelievable.
Our last two musicians that we've had on have been.
I think, yeah, you're right.
Booger and Grace. Kristen Grace yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you look back to Dick Gimbel. I mean, just the name, the Gimbel family, their ties to country music, and the list goes on and on. But yeah, MCC sports. What I was going to say earlier is I drive by and I see the diamond, and people will ask me about Waco, and I'll say, yeah. And the first thing comes to me, the MCC has always had a very solid baseball program that I know of.
The history is unbelievable, all the way back to Rick Butler, who started the program and won a national championship, Paul Miller, who coached during the late 90s, and, you know, and on and on. And we were fortunate enough in the last 10 years to land a fellow by the name of Mitch Thompson, who's over at Baylor right now. He re-energized our baseball team and our athletic department, so to speak, completely just pushed us to be better.
Right.
And our baseball team is unbelievable. Of course, we got some of the best facilities in the country. And,
Exactly.
And that helps. We've added turf and lights over the last 5 years. And that was one of my projects when I got to be the athletic director, is to move in that direction. And so, yeah, our baseball team has done really well. We did lose our baseball coach this summer, Tyler Johnson, who moved on to Dallas Baptist, but was able to land a fellow by the name of James Leverton, and he is going to do really good things for our baseball program.
Well, that's exciting right there. I think it's funny because, you know, you say we got new lights, new turf, and I think people they say, oh, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you get that? It takes money.
It does.
And you know, you're also not only have this job, but one of your jobs that doesn't get is you're out there pushing for money, for donations, for things for the school.
Absolutely. Our foundation, they do a really good job of being the front person for the college and for the athletic department in our fundraising. But you're right, it takes dollars, and it takes a commitment that our administration has provided us, and it takes a commitment from this community to
you're
have
right.
the opportunity to have the programs that we have.
Yeah.
You can't do it without the support. And the one thing that we want to do for the community is to have really good kids within this community, really good stewards of our athletic department, and that come out and always do the right thing, you know, and represent the college and their programs in a nice manner.
We're going to talk about all the sports and the new sports, the sport that's just been added. We'll talk about that and more about MCC, so stick around. Got to take a commercial break. Before we jump into it, I want to mention my friends over at Be Kind Coffee. Whether you want a bag of beans, you want a bag of roasted, already ground up coffee, maybe you want a cup of coffee, all different, the lattes and the double whammy lattes and the upside down backward flip cold latte. Do they really have that over there? Anyway, that homemade pastries, homemade bagels, it's all at Be Kind Coffee, open until 6 o'clock, 7 days a week on Washington Avenue downtown, one of our great sponsors. Check them out online, BeKindCoffeeCrew.com. Back after this.
Is your Mac running slow? Mac Booster 8 is your all-in-one solution to clean up 20 types of junk files, remove malware and viruses, and protect your device. It also optimizes your Mac's hard disk, fixes disk permission issues, and cleans memory, all to boost your Mac's performance to the max. Get your Mac running like new again with Mac Booster 8. Visit macboost.net today.
Finding a sleep sack that my baby likes has been a struggle.
The sleep sack from Joy is a major upgrade.
It's all natural eucalyptus, which is breathable and hypoallergenic, which is really great for your baby's sensitive skin.
And it's made with Climatech, which regulates your baby's temperature.
You can also get Joy's crib sheets, which are made of the same super soft material.
Joy gave my baby comfort
and gave me peace of mind.
At Mapiful, we believe in celebrating your journey, past, present, and future. Our unique personalized products are designed to boost your confidence, elevate creativity, and honor what matters most. From custom home decor to meaningful gifts, we help you cherish the memories that make you who you are. Visit mapiful.com and start celebrating your story today.
Maud Lily is your go-to for stylish and affordable fashion that fits your life. Whether you're looking for the perfect swimsuit for a beach day, a chic dress for a night out, or cozy tops for everyday wear, Maud Lily has it all. Their extensive collection of swimwear, including bikinis, tankinis, and one-pieces, always keeps you on trend, while their dresses and tops come in flattering styles for every occasion. Visit maudlily.com today.
Natural Cycles identifies your fertile window by analyzing changes in your temperature. It's the first FDA-cleared birth control app. No hormones, no side effects, and 93% effective with typical use, and 98% effective with perfect use. Just measure in the morning, add your temperature into the app, then learn which days you can and cannot get pregnant. It's that easy. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
A house is a property, but we live in homes. Home sweet home. Homes where the heart is. Home. There's no place like it. Homes are filled with memories and emotions. OfferPad knows this is your home, not your house. That's why we do what we do. Every day, we aim to deliver the best home buying and selling experience so you can spend less time real estating and more time living.
Back live, here we are. We're talking college sports this week. Yesterday, talked with a young lady that was a Baylor grad. In fact, she was it's been checked. Her family goes back almost, I think, did she say 100 years?
Yes.
Attended Baylor?
More than 100
Grandparent,
years.
great.
She's
Baylor tradition.
6th generation Baylor grad. Yeah.
Went to Baylor, very successful volleyball player. Now she's going to do the pregame show on Rogue Media, the same channel that company I work for here for Baylor football. Hey, Sean is with me from MCC, the athletic director. You've been athletic director how many years now?
31 years. Well, I've been at MCC for 31 years. I've been in the current role as athletic director for 21.
21 years. What would you say, looking back to when you started and today, what's the biggest difference of the young people out there, the student? What's the difference?
The kids are a little bit more vocal in what happens in their life, so to speak. It's always important, and it's important for us to make sure that we allow them that platform to be vocal. Our coaches have to understand old school versus new school type of coaching. And so I think that we've transitioned very well. We are a mix on our staff. We've got a few coaches that have coached for a few years, and then we also have some young coaches. So, I mean, as far as the kids, it's a little bit more of their vocalness so much in what happens in their life.
We had last week several high school football coaches on, and pretty much said the same thing you just said, that it's so the difference is the way we did it then and the way we did, because there's so many protocols now, head injuries. If there's lightning 20 miles away, you stop. You know what I mean? In the old days, the coach would go, let's keep going.
Exactly. I think I've told our kids, I'm pretty sure I played with 3 or 4 concussions. And so I grew up in the area where we drinked out of the water hose outside. And we stayed out till the street lights came on. So these kids are a little bit different, but that doesn't mean that they're not coachable. It doesn't mean that you can't reach them. You just have to do it in a little bit of a different way.
My girlfriend and I, Andrea and I, are watching the Dallas Cowboys series on Netflix right now, America's Team, and we've watched 2 episodes. And what I'm watching is exactly what we just talked about. Jimmy Johnson, the players hated him.
Right.
He was the hardest. I'll give an example. There was a running back, rookie, that had asthma, and he's laying there in a bad way, and Coach Johnson walks over and says, we don't allow asthma on our field. That field's way over there. You're gone. And cut him because he had asthma.
Right. That's an old school type of coaching. I'm not sure you're going to be able to get away with that these days.
That's right. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, good series. Check it out, America's Team. All right, we've been talking about the sports. Give us the sports other than baseball that we've talked about, and then we'll jump into the newest.
Right. We have 8 sports at McLennan. We have men and women's basketball, baseball, softball, men and women's golf. Our dance team is also in the athletic department. And we just started volleyball this year.
Wow. And tell me how long. It just didn't happen overnight. Things don't happen overnight.
No, it doesn't happen overnight. It was a process. It was a process of going through and evaluating our athletic programs. We wanted to make sure that we were in line with Title IX. We wanted to make sure we were following those guidelines. And there was an opportunity for us to look at our opportunity for women's sports, additional women's sports on campus. Our student body was about 67% female, and our athletic department was about 67% male. So what we needed to do was that we needed to try to get those a little bit closer in line. And so that gave us an opportunity to look at the creation of volleyball. And it was something that we've always talked about, something that we always wanted to do. 8 teams in our conference were already competing in volleyball, and so it was a pretty easy transition.
Did you play volleyball in high school?
I played in high school. I wasn't very good. I played a lot of sports in high school. Basketball was probably the one that was going to get me to where I needed to go. But yeah, I was 5'5".
That's right. 5'5", old Spuds.
Old Spud.
Well, that's exciting. Has it officially?
We have officially started. We hired a coach, Kyle Onema, who came from the Navy, And we hired him in December, and that gave him an opportunity to do all of his recruiting for a semester, to build a schedule.
Nice.
And there were things that he was going to have to help me with.
Right.
Just upgrading the facility to be able to have volleyball. He was able to walk us through all of that. And so our first official game was this past weekend.
Really?
We went to a tournament over in Cisco, Texas.
Beautiful Cisco.
Beautiful Cisco.
Cisco. I could be wrong. This is where Lizzie B looks up, makes sure that I'm saying this right. But I believe the very first, Kevin's looking at me, the very first Hilton hotel was in the small little town of Cisco, Texas. She's going to look that up.
Really? Like
Hilton.
The Hilton.
The Hilton, the name,
Started.
the Conrad Hilton.
I'm pretty sure I think I've
Is that
heard
right?
Is he correct?
You are correct.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, okay. This
Okay,
is stories from Hilton.
Okay.
Although founder Conrad Hilton's first hotel was the Mobley Hotel in Cisco, the first hotel formally named a Hilton came several years later,
Okay.
which was the Dallas Hilton, which opened in 1925.
No, there you go. And I think Cisco at the time, a lot of oil and gas, and that's why Cisco is west of Fort Worth out there. And anyway, Cisco Junior College, famous there. You know who attended Cisco Junior College? Famous country singer that also went on to sing opera? Gary Morris. Remember the name Gary Morris? Wind Beneath My Wings, I think was one of his hits.
Yeah.
He went on, after his country career, he went on to sing opera. He was really good. Beard, all that, long hair and all that. Gary Morris. All right. So anyway, what was the outcome?
The outcome was what we expected. We went 2-2, which was really good, which is what we were hoping for. The team competed really well. We're going to be off to a good start. It's going to be a tough road. I mean, you know, with a brand new program, a bunch of new faces, all new faces. But we're excited about those new faces. We've got 7 kids from the county. We've got one from Bosqueville. We've got one from Lorena, from China Spring, Robinson, West.
That's great.
So, I mean, we've got a bunch of McLennan County kids. And, you know, we feel like they're going to do really well.
The only thing different with the program, the girls and regular volleyball, is their coaches from the Navy, so they all have to wear orange life jackets while they play.
Well, I mean, those orange uniforms look good.
That's the Coast Guard, though, right?
Coast Guard, Navy, same thing. You know, whatever. 220, 221, whatever it takes. Well, that's exciting. So got that going on. And I'm going to pick your brain just a little bit, Sean. Currently, is there any sport that you or someone there would like to see, or maybe you've talked about?
The next sports I think that we could be possibly looking at is soccer for men and women.
That's huge.
Yeah,
now.
In the conference they play, we would have a really good schedule. Obviously, it was easy to start volleyball because we already had an existing facility.
Sure.
The soccer may be some challenging issues, but I'm always up for a challenge. And I think that, you know, one of the next things that I want to look at is a new facility. You know, whether it be a new gym or whether it be a soccer complex.
That would be great. That would be wonderful. You know, I've said this several times on this show. Back during the championship, it was generated such huge interest in ladies softball. I started watching softball, my girlfriend's daughter, China Spring, and I really got into it. Women's softball is exciting.
It's really exciting,
Exciting.
And it's grown. And in fact, I've got 2 daughters that have played college softball.
Really?
Yes. My oldest daughter played at Midway. She was on the Midway Little League World Series team. And she went on to the University of Illinois and played there for 4 years, and then came back and played her 5th year at Baylor.
Wow. You couldn't get her to A&M?
I could not get her to A&M, but she had 2 really good stops. She met her husband in Illinois, and
there you go.
PJ's a great guy. PJ's actually working for me now.
No.
So, yes, he's our new assistant baseball coach. So trying to keep it in the family,
Keep it in the family right there.
Yeah, my youngest daughter is a sophomore. Now get this. She is at Pitt State.
No.
You know the mascot?
Yeah. Hang on. Go ahead and tell me.
A gorilla. Pitt State Gorillas.
Didn't know that.
You didn't know
now,
that?
See, I know a lot of mascots, but I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
The Gorillas.
The Gorillas.
You don't want to mess with a gorilla.
No.
I mean, in real life, not a chance.
Yeah. Gorilla. I can't think of any school that's the Gorillas.
I don't think there is.
I always thought my favorite was the Hutto Hippos in the state of Texas.
And also hippos. Terrible, actually.
They're mean. Hippos are mean.
And way faster than you think they're going to be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's a AI generated TikTok going around right now. I don't know if I should tell this, but it's like a drive-through safari, and this girl's hanging out the window, and the hippos love watermelons, and they'll open their mouth, and you put it in there, and they crush it.
Yeah.
This TikTok, she's teasing, and this hippo goes and just eats the girl and the watermelon and drink. Oh,
everybody.
It's terrible, but it is AI. It's not for real. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. All right. The other one I always thought that was crazy locally was the, up the road here on I-35. Mascot.
You've talked about this one before, but
I'll think of it in a minute.
See, I grew up in Indianapolis, just down the road from Speedway, known for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and their mascot is the Spark Plugs.
Ah, Wampus Cats. That's what I was thinking.
There you go.
The Wampus Cats. That's a great one right there. Anyway, Sean is with us, MCC. That's exciting. Maybe soccer coming on board. We're going to take a musical break. We got to get a little music in our life early this morning. Got a music video. We'll come back and talk more about sports and MCC. Stick around.
Thank you for having me. Racing goodbye back in the spring. Promised it wouldn't take long. This rodeo life can turn nights into weeks. You can handle the being alone. The phone calls keep getting cut short. My ride, she can't take much more of the way. While he's got his mind in the West Texas sky, there's no way it's gonna change. Now no one's home when he tried to call. After the ride, it's back to the stall. Yes, she moved on some other town. Well, he always thought she'd understand somehow. There's only one place he can go. He's off to the next rodeo. Sometimes he'll think about quitting, settling down for a while. There's easier ways to be living than running on empty for miles. Now he spent his whole life chasing a dream, and all he's got to show is no more out saddle, sad memories of the girl he used to know. Now no one's home when he tried hard to call. After the ride, it's back to the start. Yes, she moved on some other town. Well, he always thought she'd understand somehow. There's only one place he can go. He's off to the next rodeo.
Man, what a good song. Logan Falconberry was on just a while back here on the Zack Owen Show, live at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. Coming up in, probably about 12, 13, 14 minutes. Brennan, you pronounce it McFarlane. Brennan McFarlane is going to be here to entertain us with music in the 9 o'clock hour. Sean from MCC, we're getting a kick. We're laughing about the Gorillas and all the other funny. What was the name before they were the Gorillas, Lizzie?
The women's athletic teams were the Gussies until they voted to have it changed.
I could see why they changed it.
I can too.
Had to been a man who came up with that original name.
Right, we can't stand for that on Women's Equality Day. Come on.
That's right. Sean, tell us more about MCC and this season, this year. I know you're athletics, but you know what's going on over there. Is there anything else new on campus? Any new buildings, new courses? I'm sure there's some new professors and teachers there.
We always have something new that's going on. A little bit about the athletic department, just a little bit of what we were able to do last year. Both our men and women's basketball team were conference champions. Our women's were the Region 5 champion. Our men were the Region 5 runner-up. Our women's basketball team competed at the national tournament. Our softball team, which we hadn't had an opportunity to talk much about, but they're one of the national prominence. They've probably won 250 games in the last 3 years, probably more than that. And spent most of the season at the #1 ranking all year long. Chris Berry and his staff have done a wonderful job. They were conference champions. They were regional champions. Again, like I said, our baseball team made it to the College World Series. They were regional champions. Just a lot of really good things going on. Both our golf teams competed at the national tournament and finished in the top 10. Our dance team. Our dance team is one of the national prominent teams, and what they were able to do last year was that they were able to double title. What's a double title?
Yeah.
They won the Jazz National Championship and they won Team National Championship.
Oh, wow.
Where they did 2 different dances at Nationals. And so that's an incredible feat. We've just done a lot of really good things over the past year. Really excited about this coming year. Our coaches are excited about the kids that they brought in. And we just feel like that, we're going to continue to compete on a national stage and keep doing the really good positive things that we've done over the last 10 years.
Harvard on the Hill. I love that.
I do too. I do too. Excited. I love MCC. I can't see myself doing anything else for the next 10 years.
One thing that we haven't talked about and just briefly touch on it, we mentioned a little bit, when I went and took my real estate license, it was at MCC. There are so many beyond life, I would say, courses that adults can take at MCC, different things. I mean, it's a lot of continuing education.
A lot of continuing education. The college is really, we are one of the few community colleges that kept community in its name, and we kept it in our name for a reason. It was about the community, and it's always about having an opportunity for the people in this area to come back and for us to help them. It's important to us. And so just like you said, there are a lot of different programs and a lot of different things that we can help the community with.
Yeah, it's amazing. MCC right here. All right, Sean, don't go away. We're going to check in because you have an important role on the Zack Owen Show. You're going to be able to, you've been honored to tell a bad joke of the day. See, normally we say you have to.
No.
But Kevin gets upset when I say you have to. You've been honored to tell a bad joke.
Great privilege.
Are you a joke teller?
I'm not so much a joke teller. My husband, if anybody knows him, he's the funniest man on earth. Ed Trocum is absolutely the funniest person alive, and I'm not that funny.
Maybe I need to get him on the show.
You should. You
think I
should.
should? All
You
right,
should.
we'll do that. But we're going to get the bad joke of the day from Sean. But first of all, we're going to check in with Lizzie B and see what's going on for everybody to get involved with around Central Texas.
Well, speaking of MCC, they are hosting Max Block Party and Orange Out on Thursday, August 28th to celebrate the inaugural season of the women's volleyball at MCC. Starting at 4 p.m., this free community event will feature inflatables, free food and food trucks, giveaway items, a meet and greet with the team, a DJ, and an inter-squad scrimmage starting at 5 p.m. All attendees are encouraged to wear orange to show their Highlander spirit. Up next, the Levitt Amp Concert Series is just around the corner. Starting on September 3rd, Creative Waco, the Waco Downtown Farmers Market, and the Levitt Foundation are bringing back outdoor concert series to the East Bridge Street Plaza every Wednesday. You can check out the lineup that has already been announced and be sure to look at their website for more information. Finally, the Tanglefoot Festival is coming to Temple, Texas, bringing live music and great barbecue September 12th and 13th. With names like Parker McCollum, Cody Jinks, Robert Earl Keane, and the Randy Rogers Band, you don't want to miss this lineup. Tickets are already on sale, and you can get your spot at the Tanglefoot Festival in Temple now. I'm Elizabeth Riley with Act Locally Waco, and I will see you next.
All right, Sean, here's something I'm going to throw at you. These are going to be quick answers. I want quick answers. Go-to food.
Hamburger.
Favorite hamburger place?
McDonald's.
You need to do the do-do-do-do-do-do, or that one, either one. Hey, I had a quarter pounder yesterday, I think, from over there. All right. Favorite thing to do other than sports?
Hang out with my family, hang out with my girls, hang out with my husband, spend a little quality time with the family.
In charge of the family, you or the husband?
Me. Definitely.
Boom. I love it. I love it. Sean, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. And it still amazes me. 31 years MCC. We have a treasure right here in our city limits, MCC. And our city needs to get more and more involved and get behind it. Our people that live here, it's a great sports program over there. Congratulations on the newest volleyball coming to town. And everybody needs to support you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
And more than anything, you now get to tell the bad joke of the day. Here we go.
Why did the boomerang open a business?
Why?
It knew it would always come back.
Oh! All right. We'll take a commercial break. We'll come back with music. Stick around right here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill.
At Tusain's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Tusains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
At Open Goal USA, we're revolutionizing training for both soccer and lacrosse with our innovative portable rebounders. Perfect for players of all ages and skill levels, our rebounders improve accuracy, control, and technique in both sports. Built with premium materials for durability and ease of use, they're ideal for training anywhere, anytime. Whether you're perfecting your soccer game or sharpening your lacrosse skills, Open Goal USA has you covered. Visit OpenGoalUSA.com and elevate your training today.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner, powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. Developed by our mad developer Alex and tested by riders, our products are made by riders for riders. Discover more at us.muc-off.com. where we break the mold to bring you the best in bike care.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. Say goodbye to long waits and office visits. Check your health on your own terms with 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today and free yourself from traditional medicine. That's the number 4uhealth.com. At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Our research-backed bioavailable formulas are crafted with your health in mind, ensuring the highest quality and safety. From preconception to pregnancy and beyond, we exceed industry standards with independent testing for harmful contaminants. With our comprehensive practitioner directory, personalized care is always within reach. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com.
All right, back live, Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, Tuesday morning get-together. We're talking college mainly this week. We'll talk with Scotty and the folks from over at the Pete Sousa's show coming up. And you know what? Last night, I'm watching, I forgot what I was watching. Maybe it was ESPN. And guess who their guest was that came in and talked about sports on the Matt Mosley.
Hey.
I go, oh, there's Matt Mosley right there.
We know that name.
So Scotty, later on, we'll talk about what happened on this date in country music. We'll do a little bit of birthdays. Never know what Lizzie B is going to say or what she's going to do. I don't think I've ever asked you, do you have a dog?
I don't currently have a dog.
You don't have a dog?
No.
Do you have a cat?
I have a cat.
At home?
Yes.
Not the one out back here?
Not the one at the backyard. No, I do have a cat that is all my own. But I grew up with all of the animals in the house, like hermit crabs, guinea pigs, fish, all of the things.
Brennan, do you have a dog? Today is National Dog Day. That's why I'm asking.
I do. I have 2 King Charles Cavaliers.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful dogs.
Those are really
I like
pretty.
those.
They're lovely. Yeah, we love them a lot. They're named Paisley and Piper.
Oh.
There you go. I like that. All right, Brennan's here. McFarlane is, tell us the whole history. Where are you from? Tell us where you grew up and how you ended up here at the backyard.
Yeah, so I grew up up in McKinney, Texas, but I've been a Wacoan for about 11 years now, I think. So came to Baylor, met my wife. My wife's a lifelong Wacoan and settled down. So.
Wow. That's pretty good right there. Just boom, boom, boom. Is your wife musically inclined like you?
No.
I love that. He's shaking the head at the same time. Does she attempt to sing in the shower?
I think, doesn't everybody?
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah.
It sounds so much better when you're in the shower.
For sure.
All right. How did you get interested in music? Was this something that started at an early age?
My mama says I was singing along with, she would play like Veggie Tales, and I'd be bouncing up and down in my extra saucer singing along. So
yeah.
She says it's just been in me since the beginning. So never really stopped. So
when did you learn, finally get your guitar and learn how to play guitar?
When I was 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
And just kept going.
Kept going. Picked up a bunch of instruments along the way.
Oh, what else?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah.
You're one of those people I hate. You know, they can play everything.
Yeah.
I can't play the radio, is what I always say.
Mostly steel guitar, so pedal steel guitar. So, yeah. So.
What's the hardest instrument that you've attempted?
Pipe organ.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
We were in just recently on vacation over in, we'd stopped in Croatia. I think it was Croatia, either that or Slovenia. Anyway, there was an old church, and everybody was going, oh, you got to stick around. At this time, they play the organ, and it's massive. It was incredible.
Well,
oh, man.
Anyone that plays piano with their hands, imagine doing it with your hands and your feet at the same time. And
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even do anything with my hand, no less my hand and feet, right? I don't know. All right, let's get into some music now. Let's get going. Sure. What are you going to play for us first of all?
This first one is called Raised in a Barn. Well, I was born in a haystack, came out wearing a pearl snap shirt. I was baptized in a horse trough full of water bugs and red dirt. But baby, lately I've been thinking about where our loving might go, and there's some things about my upbringing that you ought to know. Oh, my cradle was the stable saw where I skinned my first buck. My bottle was the throttle in that beat-up Chevy truck. So if people are put off by my southern brand of cowboy charm, oh, you can tell them all that I was raised in a barn. Oh, things are a little different in the country. Mama took what she could get. At 6 months old, I caught a 6-pound bass with my bassinet. Oh, who needs Tonka trucks and Lego blocks when you've got callous hands made of leather? At 1 year old, I took apart my first combine and put it back together. Oh, my saddle was a cradle. I took my first steps in boots. So I've been punching cattle since I sprouted my first tooth. So if people are put off by my southern brand of cowboy charm, oh, you can tell them all that I was raised in a barn. Did my addition with the chickens, my subtraction with the tractors. You know, frog gigging and fishing were my biggest benefactors. So if people ain't hooked on southern brand of cowboy charm, oh, you can tell them all that I was raised in a barn. I was raised in a barn. I was raised in a barn. I was raised in a barn.
Woo! Yeah. All right, tell us about writing that song.
So actually, it's funny because my dad's actually from overseas. So my dad's from Tasmania.
Wait, where's he from?
Tasmania.
No.
Yeah. So
is his nickname the Tasmanian Devil?
To some, yeah. But it was a funny thing because I was talking to my grandmother, and you know, in Australia they still kind of have very refined English.
Sure.
And she flat out called me a hick. And so I was thinking about, kind of thinking about everything, and my mom joked and said, yeah, you're, raised in a barn. And I was I was like, well, being raised in a barn, that could also be a good thing. So I tried to write on it, and that came out of it. So, yeah.
Lizzie B, do you remember anything growing up? When I grew up, raised in a barn, when I grew up, my mom and dad bowled a lot. They were bowlers. So I was raised in a bowling alley. Back in those days, they just turned us loose. They would go bowl. They wouldn't worry about if we got crushed by a 16-pound ball or whatever. But I was kind of raised in a bowling alley. Do you have any place you were raised?
I have two older brothers who are both like 10 years older than me, significantly older.
Right.
And I was following them for sports everywhere. So I used to say that I'd spent more time in a car than I had my own bed.
It made me think of a funny story is, you know how, now back in the old days, for you youngsters, in the old days, there was not a child lock or button lock on your door. It had the little thing you pulled up. And so most of the time they were unlocked. There was all right, so how many times would you be on a trip, maybe go to play watch play, and it was a long drive, and you're driving, and they would turn the corner, or they would pull into and they'd go, "We're home," and that meant we're within distance of our house. Well, this particular family, 2 boys, a girl, mom and dad, they're in the back seat, and they turn the corner. They're driving to the house. They go, "Oh, we're home." And the girl was asleep. She woke up, opened the door, and got out while the car was driving down the street.
Oh
no.
My.
Yeah. We're home. Always remember that story. All right, today is National Dog Day, and we found out about your dogs. Kevin, do you know how, if you ever in your life wanted to become a stripper, how do you come up with your stripper name? It involves a dog. Did you know that? Okay, we're going to start with Lizzie B. Lizzie B., think back as far as you can remember the name of the first, it could, if you didn't want a dog, you can do a cat or a bird. The first pet you can remember owning.
His name was Bo, after David Bowie.
Bowie.
Uh-huh, Bo.
Okay, Bo. What was your mother's maiden name?
Lucas.
Bo Lucas would be your stripper name.
Sounds
Bo
very
Lucas.
manly, I
It
fear.
does. Bo Lucas. Well, there's Bo Derek. Remember Bo Derek? She was a... So what would be yours, Brennan? Your first pet you could ever remember?
First pet I can remember.
Yeah?
I'm not sure it had a name.
I didn't have it. Hey, dog.
Goodness. Herman?
Herman?
Yeah.
That is gonna
And
be
your
bad.
mother's maiden name?
Kelly.
Herman Kelly. That's not a very good stripper name right there.
That's why I'm a pastor.
My mother's maiden name was Crowell. And my first pet I can remember was Francois Crowell. That's pretty good.
That one's a
stripper
good
name.
one, yeah.
Kevin, what was your dog?
Maggie and Hendrix.
Maggie Hendrix.
I always heard it was the first street you lived on.
Oh, you could be you could do it that way too.
Then it would be Maggie Fisher.
Maggie Fisher.
Okay, well, now y'all are all just trying to get my security questions. Can we
That's it. Yeah. Hey, and what's not only that, but
what's
what's
the street you grew up on?
What's your mother's birthday?
favorite
and
high school teacher?
What blood type is she? All right, we got Brennan McFarlane here, and you live in Waco now, Brennan?
Yes. Yep.
Makes his home here in Waco. I like that first song. Let's keep it going. Let's do another song.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, I'm a pastor. So I'm a pastor out at a cowboy church.
Which one?
Top Hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very popular place.
Yeah. So it's a
Very
great place
nice.
to worship, and but I was thinking a lot lately about problems that I see on how Jesus is reflected to people.
Right.
A lot of people try to paint Jesus as they want him to be, as opposed to actually how he says he is in the Bible.
Right.
And so this next song, I kind of wrote it in response to that, to kind of just not let ourself get in the way and to just let Jesus be who he is.
What's the title?
It's called High Horse.
All right.
Well, you're sitting tall, saddled up on your Clydesdale, thinking your manure don't smell. And you say you're following Jesus Christ. Well, I'm sorry, friend, I couldn't tell. He wouldn't fit in your saddlebag, so you left him back at the tag. Now he's walking behind you, shoveling your mess, and pleading, child, please come back. While you're sitting up there and you're boasting and bragging, he's helping the folks who done fell off the wagon. And he's setting free all the friends you've been dragging along through the mud. So you can keep on riding that road to nowhere, puffed up pride and no remorse. But if you want to find freedom in following Jesus, get down off your high horse. Well, you seem caught off guard by my disregard for decorum, and I'm not surprised. It's hard to see just what's wrong and what's right, with fence posts in both of your eyes. Sitting up in your saddle and counting your money, from peddling pyramid schemes to your Bible study. Rodeo in a camel that someday won't fit through a needle. But as for Jesus, while you're sitting up there and you're boasting and bragging, he's healing the folks who done fell off the wagon, and he's setting free all the friends you've been dragging along through the mud. So you can keep on riding that road to nowhere, puffed up pride and no remorse. But if you want to find freedom and following Jesus, get down off your high horse. Well, I sit up here, the worst of them all, full of sins that need some absolving. But that's the great thing about mercy and grace. First you gotta admit it's a problem. You think if you climb down off of that rung, that you'll have to carry it all on your own. But Christ will carry it for you, and you'll just find freedom walking with Jesus. Instead of sitting up there in your boasting and bragging, you'll go help the folks who done fell off the wagon. And you'll make amends with the friends you've been dragging along through the mud. Oh, there's still folks riding that road to nowhere that sure need a change of course. And maybe they can find freedom in following Jesus if you get down off your high horse. Who knows what's in store? They may go tell 10 more. If you just get down off your high horse.
Yeah. Nice. Brennan McFarlane right there. Top Hand, they've been around for quite a while.
20 years coming up.
How long?
Weeks. 20 years coming up in a couple weeks.
Man.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing, I mean, in my brain, they're probably one of the first cowboy churches around this area.
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
long time. What would you say? I'd like, since we're on the subject, what would you say is the difference? I mean, definitely the name, Top Hand Cowboy. What is the difference? What do you like about going to church at a cowboy church?
Yeah. What I love about cowboy church is it's just welcoming. We teach the Bible unashamedly. What the Bible says is what we go by.
Right.
And so, we teach that, like I said, unashamedly. I mean, the biggest thing with most cowboy churches, as you know, is most cowboy churches have a rodeo arena attached to them. And so they view that as part of their mission field. So
it's kind of like I look at it. You don't have to be someone you're not. You just be yourself and go worship the way you want to there.
Absolutely.
I have a friend of mine that attends one of the cowboy churches up around Whitney, and he just loves it. He loves the music. And just the atmosphere there.
We love our brothers and sisters in Whitney. We love the Cowboy Church in West. We're American Fellowship of Cowboy Churches is one big family, and so we try to support each other when we can. Last night I was on a phone call with the Cowboy Church, one of the leaders of the Cowboy Church in Brenham, and he was helping me through a technical issue with our live stream. So we care about each other and we support each other. So
it just blows me away. 20 years, wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right, here we go, Brennan. This is the time of the morning that we talk about things that happen on this date in country music history. Okay? A lot of this is before your time. You're still a young guy, so it might be before, but you might remember this. Starting off in the year, Lizzie B., that I graduated from high school. Yes, they did have high school when I was back then. I did not walk uphill barefooted in the snow either. 1974. And I remember this because in our school cafeteria, you had a choice when I was in high school. You could go off campus or on campus, either one. So sometimes I would eat in the cafeteria. We had a jukebox in the cafeteria, and there were two songs that I will always remember that played all the time in 1974. Paper Rosie. Remember Marie Osmond and Donny Osmond? Paper Rosie. That one, and the other one I'm going to talk about, 1974. John Denver had the #1 song with Thank God I'm a Country Boy. If I heard that song once, I heard it a million times back then. 1975, Glenn Campbell. I'm going to let you guess at this one, Brennan. Glenn Campbell had the #1 song in the nation, 1975. What was it? Think of the most popular song that you can remember from Glenn Campbell.
Oh, man.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Yeah, that had to be it. Yeah,
that was it. Rhinestone Cowboy, 1975. 1984, a great album. If you've never listened to this album, it is really a great one. Long, Hard Road, The Sharecropper Dream by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band was #1 on the country charts back in 1984. 89, I'm sorry. Dolly Parton, Yellow Roses, the second single from her album called White Limousine, was released, went to #1. 1990, Shenandoah, another one of my favorite groups. Shenandoah,
Jimmy,
#1 with their song Next to You, Next to Me.
Yeah.
I love that song. Shenandoah just recently kind of had a resurgence. They redid one of their songs, and one of my favorites, Shenandoah, is Sunday in the South.
Yeah.
The music, it's just beautiful song. Jump ahead to 2000. Pam Tillis inducted into the Grand Ole Opry. 2009, Reba McEntire released her 25th album.
Good Lord.
25. Holy cow. That was in 2009. So congratulations. There's a few things that happened on this date in history, country music history. We'll take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Terra Beds. Better sleep inspired by nature. You deserve better than synthetic. Get the unmatched comfort of natural latex and the superior support that can only be achieved through our uniquely heat-treated and stress-relieved steel coils. Your back, hips, and shoulders will fall into perfect alignment in any position, meaning that you get deeper, more comfortable rest. Visit ecoterrabeds.com.
Safely send money abroad in just a few steps with Remitly. Sign up with your email, enter an amount, choose how your loved ones would like to receive the money, enter your recipient's information, select a payment method, hit send, and relax, knowing your delivery time is guaranteed. Download the Remitly app today.
WhyPersonalLoans.com. We protect your information with advanced data encryption technology so you can request a loan with peace of mind and from the ease of your home. Request a loan anytime, day or night. Our partners can offer loans up to $35,000 with varying rates and terms. Review your loan offer with no obligation and decide what works for you. Visit personalloans.com today.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you.
You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Ora Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at auraorganic.com.
Over the decades, ARB has consistently pushed boundaries, introducing groundbreaking products like our iconic bumpers, Old Man Emu suspension systems, air lockers, and the recent brushless air compressor. Each innovation is designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
Our backyard bar, stage, and grill on a Tuesday morning. Lizzie B's here, Kevin is here, and we've got Brennan up there on the stage, on the main stage. He's a lead singer and driver of the Winnebago here. Brennan, do you get to play any gigs around that you?
So I'm mostly known as a sound guy. So I'm normally the guy behind the mixer.
Oh, okay.
But I got to play the Hellberg Grand Reopening a few months ago.
Nice.
And I got to play the VIP room for the Cattle Barons Ball opening for Neil McCoy. So
I remember you.
That was a lot of fun.
I remember him. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's a great event.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So.
And Hellberg's.
Oh man.
Did you get paid in barbecue?
I got paid in barbecue and I got paid, so I double dipped.
Wins all around.
Yeah, Philip and Yvette are awesome though.
Man, that's like dream right there. That's like heaven.
Yeah, and it was full band show, and so I hired on guys thinking I was going to have to come out of pocket, to pay them out.
Yeah.
And then we put a hat out, and there was about $250 worth of tips in the hat. So that helped a lot with my bottom end.
Heck yeah.
Line, so.
Man, that's like extra barbecue sauce right there, isn't it?
So.
Favorite meat? Down boy. Easy, Cujo. It's dog day. He's abusing the dog over. Kevin, stop it. All right. Out of anything at the barbecue restaurant, what's your favorite go-to meat?
At Hellberg's or in general?
In general.
In general, brisket. Gotta go brisket.
Brisket.
Yeah.
Lizzie B, what's yours?
I'm going to go pulled pork or ribs.
I'm going to go with, like a baby back rib I hate to, I love good barbecue, the sausage, smoked sausage, and now I'm hungry. All right, let's jump back into another song now.
Yeah, for sure. Am I mistaken, or are you also a realtor?
Yes.
Okay, so my mom is a mortgage broker.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so when I wrote this song, it was talking to some of her realtor friends, and my wife and I had just moved into our new house together.
Oh, great.
As a married couple.
I got really excited there for a moment because I thought he was going to say, hey, can you help me get me a new house?
I'm looking for a place.
Unfortunately, I just got in a new one, but
hey, next time.
Next time.
There's a lot of great realtors around Central Texas. Great company. Yeah, I work for Waco. And where's your mom work?
She's out of She works for a mortgage firm called Highlands Residential Mortgage.
Oh, okay.
So
I love it. All right. Well, that's great. So I'm sorry I interrupted. Go ahead.
So that was kind of the backstory behind this song. I just moved in, and I was just kind of looking around the house. Everything was still packed up, and was just thinking about my wife and how, wanting to connect with her. And so, there's all this craziness that moving is insane. And so this song came out of that. So it's called Playing House. I've been staring at these four walls for an hour now. And When I see the corners, I see the corners of your mouth. When that sold sign went up in our front yard. I know that it don't look like much, but let's wait a couple decades and see just where it gets. Let's see just where it gets. We've spent so much time playing this game of life that they call cat and mouse. But tonight we're playing house. Baby, light some candles and put some music on. The cable ain't on till tomorrow, so turn that TV off and honey, stare into my eyes. All these beat up boxes and this old guitar, but I've got an idea of where we can start. Let's get back to you and I. We spent so much time playing this game of life they call cat and mouse. But tonight we're playing house. Oh, tonight we're playing house. Oh, tonight we're playing house.
That's a pretty song right there. You know, I think that you could write a song, you know, when you go through a divorce or a breakup and you have a house and everything's packed up and you're leaving and so many memories. There's been so many great songs. George Jones had one that was just, you know, unbelievable. But anyway, that's a great song. Good job on that one there. When's your birthday?
January 18th.
There we go. Another January here, January 9th. All right, here we go. These are people that were born today on this date in history.
Okay.
Some of them are no longer with us, but here we go. Mother Teresa, famous Catholic nun, Nobel Peace Prize winner. Isn't she a saint?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1901. 1925, Don Bowman, he was a country singer-songwriter, was born on this date in 1925. 1940, Don LaFontaine. Now, Lizzie B., you got to remember, I remember.
You look a lot like him.
Yeah, he just needs a beard. But Don was the king of voiceovers for movies. And I saw a story about him, I think on 60 Minutes one time. But the limo would pull up to his house. He would walk out, get in the limo, go to the studio, read it, get in the limo, go home, collect his big checks. That's all he did for a living, was just, he had such a great, and he could change his voice if it meant like it needs to be mean and cruel or happy or sad. But
He was the inner world.
oh yeah, he was the guy. Any movie trailer,
World.
like the world is crashing down this Sunday. Anyway, Don LaFontaine, born in 1940. 1961, Jeff, is it Parrott? Okay, I don't remember Jeff. He's a Major League Baseball player. I'm sorry, Jeff, that I don't remember. There's a picture of Jeff right there. 1970, it was Melissa McCarthy, comedian, funny lady, born in 1970. She's still a youngster. There you go. That's a good picture of her. I know she lost a lot of weight. Did she keep it off? We don't know. All right, 1980, Macaulay Culkin, little Macaulay from Home Alone, and pretty much that's the fame right there. Home Alone was his big one. You know, his brother just won some big award and is on the series. What's it called? Is it Severance? Not Severance. What's anyway? He's a great actor.
His brother was in the dramatized documentary about the
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He's a great actor, the kid brother. But Macaulay just sits home and collects his money from Home Alone. Let's see, what else we got here? Happy birthday today, 1980, Chris Pine, actor. Congratulations, birthday today. When were you born?
When was I?
Yeah,
born?
what year?
2002.
What's sad? Ugh. Anyway, there's Chris Pine from his Star Trek deal right there. So happy birthday. We got some local birthdays. Brennan, I got to share with everybody this morning. Happy local birthday goes out to Joe Barkley, Brandon Oliver, Tyler Bearden, Amber Brown, happy birthday. Matt Hodges having a birthday. Brian Robinson, Christine Warren, Erica Hernandez, Jennifer Samford, Madison Beasley, Megan Odell, Stacy Jones, Amy Hall, Julie Fielder, Randy Hitt, Jerry Don Branch. Happy birthday, Jerry Don. Have a great day. Make it a special day today, your birthday. All right, let's go back to get another song right now. Let's keep that music rolling, and then we're going to come back after the song and check in with sports.
So I'm going to give you all a little bit of a weird one.
The weird one?
Yeah. So I'm a pretty big nerd about cowboy poetry.
Really?
So some of my favorites, Red Stagel, a lot of the classic Texas guys, and then outside of Texas, you got Baxter Black and
oh yeah,
the cowboy poetry gathering out in Elko. So
what's the guy that little skinny guy got the big mustache?
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but the name's.
Oh, I love him.
For right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree with you. I love that stuff.
So I was kind of, that really how country music lyricism, at least in Texas, got its start was,
yeah,
through a lot of those poets, and they were poets and musicians. And, nowadays, unfortunately, poetry is kind of, if you want to be a poet, you need to be a musician too.
That's right.
And so, that's kind of how things are nowadays. But, just talking about like cowboy culture and cowboy life, and with generational ranches kind of falling off the map here in Texas because of property taxes.
Right.
I just felt like I had something to say on it. So this is a little bit of
I like it.
Of an ode to that. So. Well, Granddaddy was a cattleman out in Midland, 2,000 head. He'd rather made a living off the living than be king of all the dead. He'd ride out to the diner on that painted trusty steed and meet Italian leathered oilmen who'd try to pry his deed from those calloused hands. But no lofty sum could steal that land, for they were about to meet a man that knew the fight. But he'd let them buy him breakfast, after all, it's just polite. 5 eggs, a ribeye steak, some corned beef hash, rations, some butter for the grits, and a pot of coffee, plains and black. Now the king's diet got the best of old Granddaddy, went and had him a heart attack, fell and broke his hip. The black-suited business types came riding in black limousines, making promises they couldn't keep, like the crack of a bullwhip, as he lay confined to sterile white room, when all he wanted was to smell those bonnets blue. And now the oilman dropped by, but now he just sent them back. And instead of coffee for Granddaddy, it was a coffin, plains and black. Now my daddy was his daddy, the stubborn old man. But Uncle Ray would beg him every day to sell Granddaddy's land, but Daddy'd refuse. So the mediator took that plot and split it right in two. And I swear I saw a tear in Daddy's eye, but it never fell. And to this day he swears he'll never sell. But now this prairie is refined with the skeletons of old oil derricks, and working men's songs in Midland have different lyrics, objectifying our daughters and subjecting sons to alcohol abuse, and telling them their self-worth is found in X amount of views, and the number of commas and zeros and commas and zeros in a computer they'll never get back. And now they've fricked all they can frack, and the plains are gone, and it's all just black. They say my manure pollutes the sky, but manure is all they're full of, as they're all screaming, let's go green, and putting up big spinny white bird murdering machines, and the altars they call stars, dedicated to the god of the sun. Now I think I'm the only one who longs to hear the midnight coyote jeering and howling at the moon, and praise Lord Jesus, please come soon, to bring my mesquite Garden of Eden back, and spring forth the desert rose from the liquid bones of giant lizards past, and lay over this decay and dust with hay. So when Granddaddy rises up on Judgment Day to rightfully reclaim his tract, and saddles up atop his tag, the asphalt will all be cracked, and the plains will spring back up from the black.
Yeah. I looked it up. Waddy Mitchell was the guy's name. Little bitty skinny kind of guy, big old curled up mustache. Also another top one is Baxter Black.
Yes.
Is one of the top.
Absolutely.
That's great. Yeah, I love that stuff. You know, Michael Martin Murphey sings a lot of cowboy songs, Red Steagall and all those guys. Just a whole different, just different genre. I mean, you know, it's hard to explain, isn't it? Yeah. Just the thrill you get out of hearing those guys.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great song right there. All right, we got Scotty standing by. Scotty, have you ever written a poem in your entire life?
Zach, I'm going to admit something to you. I have written many poems in my life, yes.
What hasn't Scotty done, Kevin? He's written poems, he sings, he does sports.
Well, if you're a songwriter, writing poetry is almost second nature. They're pretty related, you know?
Oh, it's just nothing. I just do it all the time. Comes hand in hand. What is the very first pet that you can remember, Scotty?
Very first what?
Pet. Whether it's a dog, cat. When you were a little kid, the first name.
Yeah. When I was born, my parents had a toy poodle named Dixie.
What?
And,
Dixie?
Dixie, yeah, the toy poodle.
Okay.
He was like all of 9 pounds. little bitty dog, and very smart, and I loved her as a kid. Yeah, that was my first dog.
You said Dixie, right? Or Ditzy?
Dixie.
Dixie, okay. And what is your mother's maiden name?
Why?
We're going somewhere with this.
No, I'm not going to let you hack into my account.
No, I'm not going to hack in your account. Go ahead.
Said. These
Your
are
mother's
my
maiden
security
name.
questions.
No, you don't get to know my mother's maiden name, Zach. I'm so sorry. I'm too smart for you.
Okay, you take the name of your pet and your mother's maiden. That's your stripper name. That's how you come up with it.
That's also how you hack someone's account without the
I love it.
I'm out on it, Zach.
Kevin,
Too slick for you.
Kevin and Lizzie B jumped right in and gave up everything. Blood type, date.
It doesn't surprise me about Lizzie. She's not
Boom.
too bright.
Boom. All right. Hey, what's going on in sport? Oh, by the way, we're on the second or third episode of the Cowboy deal on Netflix. And you know something I truly am shocked by watching this? How honest Jerry Jones is about him. He was broke. He was so far in debt and was losing money. I mean, I didn't know he would be that honest.
Listen, color me skeptical about how honest this whole thing is about Jerry Jones. Okay, this it feels a little bit like a PR puff piece, don't you think?
I don't know. Kevin says yes. I mean, yeah, sure, it's a PR thing. I'm sure he wouldn't be on it unless he was getting something out of it. But still, I was surprised to hear him say I was broke. I didn't think I'd ever hear him say that. But it's a good story. I like the story. I like the story about. I remember when Steve Berline jumped in there. I remember those days, and everybody was going, "Troy who?" And then boom, Troy comes back and they go.
How about instead of admitting that you're broke, admit that you've been the worst GM in football for 30 years? And,
Well, no, he hadn't admitted that yet. He hadn't admitted that.
hire a real football person to run your team. I don't know. I think that would be nice.
I saw an interview with Del Hansen the other day, who's one of my all-time favorites, and Del Hansen said, I asked Jerry, I said, name another professional team that would hire you as a GM. And Jerry Jones just sit there going, what? He said, nobody would hire you, Jerry. You're terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Pete asked me on the show yesterday. He said, has Jerry Jones been a good owner? And I said, I wish that we could make Jerry Jones two people, because Jerry Jones, the owner, has undeniably been outstanding for the Dallas Cowboys.
Sure.
Jerry Jones, the GM, has been awful.
Yeah. Oh, well. Hey, we'll wait and see. There's always next season. Oh, wait, we hadn't even started this season. All right. Hey, what's going on in sports today? Pete Sousa Show.
Pete Sousa Show. Well, as you're doing with Baylor Week over there, Zach, we're continuing to get ready for this big Baylor-Auburn matchup on Friday night. And today we have a real treat. Two NFL veterans, Auburn legends, Wayne Gandy and Cadillac Williams.
Wow. Wow. I was telling Kevin that yesterday I was watching, I forgot, ESPN somewhere, some sports deal. I was flipping by, and they go, let's bring in our expert, and it was Matt Mosley on the show. I go, hey, that's Matt Mosley.
He goes on Cowherd a lot.
Yeah, that's one of the few shows I watch. Their sports, Cowherd. Yeah.
Yeah, he got on there. He got on here yesterday and goes, "Oh man, did you see my appearance on Colin Cowherd today? Colin wasn't there. Colin wasn't there.
Colin wasn't there, so most people weren't watching. But anyway,
I was hoping they'd ask me about Baylor Auburn, but of course they wanted me to talk about the Cowboys."
There he goes. He's in impersonation now, Kevin. He's doing that. Pretty good. All right.
Lizzie,
all right. Hey, we got to go. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, brother. Catch you later.
Bye. There he is, Scotty the Swingler with the Pete Sousa Show. That's coming up right after mine. Brennan is here with us right now, McFarlane. And let's get back to another song. Let's keep the music going after a crazy sports update.
So this next one is another. It's a love song about my wife. But when I first started writing it, It originally came out as comparing her to a cactus, which is, apparently not the nicest thing to say about your wife.
No.
So I kind of had to shift lyrics around a little bit. So she became an evergreen tree. So
that's
much
sweet.
better.
Yeah.
Wasting away in that late East Texas spring till your soft, cool breeze came along. On your favorite branch hung an old tire swing, so I sat down and played you a song. Thought I knew love, but my heart wasn't ready. Needles for arms, but your soul held me steady. The morning dew settled and love spread its flowers. Darling, you're an evergreen tree, and I'm just a wildflower. All of these hours spent under this neon, wearing these rodeo clown shirts. Still you steal the room, every eye is on you, walking in that same old emerald skirt. For all my bright colors, oh, I'm just confetti. Hard bark to break through, but you're so strong and steady. You kiss my lips, dear, and I bloom for hours. Darling, you're an evergreen tree, and I'm just a wildflower. Wildflower, always pointing my eyes above to that blue sunny sky, chucking pine cones at my head when I don't get things quite right. Oh, your eyes like the forest in my dreams, all I see. Darling, would it really kill you to lie down beside me for a while? 'Cause I'm just a wildflower, and darling, you're an evergreen tree. Come next winter, I'll be gone.
I would guess she appreciated the evergreen change from the cactus.
She did. Yeah.
Hey, you got something coming up, Texas Music Cafe?
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's my main home musically nowadays, is out over there at the cafe, running front of house sound and helping with cameras and just technical stuff. I got involved there from the songwriter nights. So I got in. Have you ever met? Do you know Trey Lindsley?
Oh yeah.
So Trey Lindsley is a good friend of mine. We went to church together before I took the job that I'm at now, and so he invited me out there for a songwriter night. I got plugged in, and it's the bomb. Great listening room experience. But you said something about Cadillac. I can't remember earlier when you and Scotty were talking. Thursday night, this upcoming Thursday night at 8 p.m. is going to be a really cool show. So Sammy Brown, who's a great local artist who I'm sure you know.
Oh, yeah.
me, and then the great Bernie Nelson, who, if you know who Bernie Nelson is, he wrote Daddy Never Was the Cadillac Kind for Confederate Railroad and had cuts with Conway Twitty and a bunch of other artists. So we'll be sharing the stage there together and having a lot of fun. So.
Oh, that's going to be great. What time?
It's 8 p.m.
Okay.
Doors at 7:30.
Right down on 6th Street?
Yeah, on 6th Street. I'd get tickets. It's a listening room. There's only 75 tickets available. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, I'm sure they're pretty close to selling out. So make sure you go hop on and get them. So.
Hey, if you're truly into music, this is a listening room. You get the full experience, up close and personal. Absolutely. So that's great. All right, good news. Hey, I want to say thank you so much for being on the show today.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate you accepting the invitation and coming in. And you're always welcome to come back and be on the show anytime.
Of course. I'd love to.
Hey, tomorrow we've got Gage Fontenot. Gage Fontenot is going to be here to perform on the stage. We're going to continue talking about college sports in the 8 o'clock hour. Lizzie B., you got big plans tomorrow? You're going to, announce something incredible?
I guess you'll have to tune in and see.
You know, Kevin, tomorrow is bring something to work day? You can bring something? You'll have to find out. Okay, make sure you tune in. Hey, and when you go to YouTube and search Zack Owen Show, make sure you hit subscribe. Please do that. Doesn't cost you anything, doesn't anything extra, just do that. Miss you, Jim. We'll see you tomorrow for the Wednesday Hump Day Show. Brennan, take us out, buddy, with another song. This will end the show.
Always got to end and drop D. This one goes out to my friends out in Glen Rose at the nuclear power plant. Well, just outside of Glen Rose, south of Old Squaw Creek, sits a nuclear reactor they call Comanche Peak. They call Comanche Peak. Out there they tell a story, more rumor than fact, about a good old boy named Larry who kept Texas on the map. Kept Texas on the map. The hottest day on record most anyone could see. The power plant thermometer at 112 degrees. Going on 1,000. The cooling pumps quit firing and Larry's face went white. Put out a warning message 300 miles wide. 300 miles wide. And he said, run everybody, get out of town. Comanche's gonna have a meltdown. Larry had him an idea, and I guess it worked all right. That is till every Brookshire's ran out of ready eyes. Ran out of ready eyes. Put word out to Brennan through the redneck underground. They sent him every Bluebell truck 300 miles round. 300 miles round. And he said, run everybody, get out of town. Comanche's gonna have a meltdown.
And to his surprise, all that ice cream just helped him make it to sundown. And that warning message that he thought he broadcast, well, it never went out. The power company offered him a couple $1 million worth of green. The only catch, he couldn't tell a soul about anything he'd seen. So now it's just legend in that Texas town on how Comanche Peak almost had a man.